be coming. But it's only you.
All right, babies. Here now. Hope you like that little intro. Oh, man. Welcome, Dame Celestine, queen of the stars in the Milky Way, the galaxy. Finally, Chrissy. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Chrissy. I love you, too. I got your middle name. Thank you very much. In that post that I saw your post. I didn't say nothing yet. You've been stalking what? What you been doing? Oh, you stalking your phone. Oh, oh well, okay. As long as your phone is cool, it's like, well, bitch, why are you stalking me? Welcome, Snowpia. Snowpia, the Tibetan queen of snow. Happy Saturday. What'd I miss? White Rabbit, you try to sneak in here and try to eat my fucking lettuce again. You know what I got to do with you now, though? Every goddamn day. White Rabbit. Yeah, you live in it. What do you mean I live in it? You live in it. I live in the phone? Oh, well, it's a nice phone. I live in all the phone, baby. I live in all the phone, baby. Welcome to the electric church, baby. All right. What are we doing? Besides a quick break in 2 seconds. Lakeland. Oh, my Lord, Lakeland. What have you been up to? You skanky little thing, you. All right. It's a proper Saturday night. All right. We got skanks and hoes and weird shit. And, all right. Perfect Saturday. Now, that doesn't include the garden. That does not mean the dames, the lords, the lads, the dudes. Yeah, it doesn't mean the lilies, you know. Well, I hope everybody's having a good Saturday night. Hope it's been a good weekend so far for everybody. As I keep you in the dark. I don't know, guys. Well, you know, some weeks are fucking slogs, you know. And the weekends are, man, I tell you, the weekend hits, and sometimes the space and time of the weekend, you know, it's just perfect, you know. It's just perfect, you know, perfect amount of time just to calm down from the damn week, you know. Then other weekends, it's like, well, fuck, I got fucking 8 hours before I have to fucking go back to this shit. I wonder the space and time, you know. I always wondered about that shit. Why does time seem fast and then slow? I don't get it. Why is that? It's just a state of mind, Master Nature. It's just a state of mind. It is really a state of mind, actually. All right, quick break, and then we are going to jump into our favorite skank for the evening. Saturday, Lakeland Macomb, Macomb, maracas. Macomb maracas. That's right, baby. You shake those maracas, baby. Well, hey, Tyrone coming out a little early here. I'm sorry, it's not midnight yet, babies, but you know who's rocking a joint right now. You know who's rocking it. So, Stuck with an old goddamn hag, man. I tell you what, I pray every goddamn night. That's me. Oh my God. That's me. God. Anyway. Lakeland, our friend. Friendo. You're no friendo of mine. You're no friendo of mine. I'm Stanley. You're no friendo of mine. Bandito. Friendo. You're no friend of mine. You never were a friend. No. Man, I didn't know you at all. I knew you for like 3 months. Yeah, I knew you for 3 months. I didn't really associate with you, actually. I didn't really hang out with you at all. I had to tolerate you because you fucking lived in the house that I lived in. I had to fucking tolerate you for 3 months. But I didn't want to really hang out. You and I have really not much in common. I was ready to graduate and move down to Texas. That's what I was doing. I don't know what the fuck you were doing. I could care less. Care less. Yeah. The only person that I cared about in that house really was Maddie. That was the only person. I mean, yeah, I like the others, don't get me wrong, but I was trying to distance myself. Not only did I distance myself from the fucking sorority, but I decided to distance myself from the whole goddamn state. Pretty much from everything in that fucking state. Including my boyfriend at the time, my ex. Weird. Yep. And on a weekend where I really don't want to be there because I'm kind of partially moved out, I just happened to decide to go back to a fucking party to show off my new car to Maddie Mogan, and that's the fucking weekend that I get murdered. Coincidence. Yep. Lakeland. Just so happens to turn out that way, right? Coincidence. That's another theme in this case, by the way, guys, right? We talked about luck. Remember luck? Well, don't forget about coincidence. There are about, 500 coincidences in this case as well. As everybody seems to either have bad luck, or fucking good luck, or bad luck. Everybody, luck and coincidence. Synchronicity. Remember that? We talked about synchronicity. It's a little bit of luck and a little bit of coincidence. That is synchronicity. Oh, yes, indeed. Something like that. Anyway, we are the greatest of all time. Hey, God, I have to ask a serious question, Welcome, Ashley Brogdon. Welcome, love. Do you think like in like 10 years from now or so, like they're gonna find all these videos we've done, like, you know, the greatest of all time and the greatest garden. Do you think they'll find these videos in like 10 years and be like, oh my God, we missed like the greatest show on earth and like the greatest psychic on earth and sometimes part comedian, I guess. I don't. Sometimes he thinks of himself as a comedian. It's weird. Even though he's like the worst comedian on the face of the planet. I don't know. Anyway, do you think they'll like find this shit in 10 years and be like, oh my God, this guy was a legend and That's a weird question, MD, you're asking there. I don't know why you're asking that. Well, you talk in your sleep sometimes, idiot. All right. Lakeland, my love. Whoa, baby.
Just kind of get our timeline and,
hey, baby.
all of our facts together.
Hey, baby.
So this could take like
all right.
Half hour.
I'm your next door girl, baby.
It's not unlikely. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's
Oh yeah, nah,
okay.
that's cool.
Hey, so also I've got another
Too bad those
here with
pictures
me,
don't
his name's
move.
Andy, and
all right.
we'll just
Sorry.
start with I guess how did you know everybody in the house? How long had you known them?
So I started school at 5,
Oh God.
and I met Matt.
Why do I get a feeling I'm gonna rip my fucking eyeballs or ears out after this? Oh no. Guys, I haven't seen any of this yet with you. So, yeah, Christy. I love you, Christy. I told you. I'll be taking your shit for a little bit and critiquing. 11/19, 6 days after the murders. This is Dylan Mortenson's friend who was in the house. I think. Remember this one? I believe it's the same person, right? She's the one taking weird pictures of shit, underwear. I think that's the same. This is the same person. I think. Lakeland McComas. It's not Macoma. It's not Lakeland Macoma. That's not her name. It's Macomb or something. It's not Macoma. All right. I know that. Macoma. Guys, come on now. Come on. Well, if you're going to make it Irish, you got to put the fucking thing there. What is that called there, guys? The fucking, what do you call that fucking symbol? Apostrophe. Guys, I think we're already in for a long ride with this. Welcome, Blue Devil. You can't sneak it on me, love. You are a Blue Devil, you know that? Trying to sneak on me. Welcome, satire. There's no absurdity without you. Nor lucky sevens, baby. Lucky sevens. At the casino, baby. At the casino, baby. At the casino. All right, here we go.
Maddie, Logan, and Xana. And I became really close with Xana. And we were really good friends all throughout last year. Me and Maddie Logan were like friends, but not super close.
Friends with Xana.
And real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Friends with Xana. Do we have the same person?
Yes.
And what is that?
Friends with Xana.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I was really good friends with Xana all of last year, and then sometime during the fall semester, I met Ethan.
Okay.
And
of this year?
We all started getting closer and like hanging out more together.
Okay.
And then I didn't meet Kaylee until the beginning of this year. Since they were living at that house with like Xana and.
Do you remember about what month that was?
It would have been like the middle of August.
Okay.
When you met Kaylee? What?
Yeah,
What?
so
What?
that's pretty much how I know the 4 of them.
Guys, I'm gonna be in a Macoma soon.
I also met them last.
You know, that would be a good food product, guys. Introducing the Macoma. Yeah, think about that. That's weird. It'd be on the fucking value menu, right? The Macoma. I love you. Think about it. Think about it.
And I wasn't super close with either of them last year. Like we usually
The
were at the
Macoma.
same places. And so like we'd hang out then.
Macoma.
And then beginning this year, I started getting really
We are the
close with
greatest.
them.
With them meaning
Yeah. Yeah, I started getting closer with them starting this school year.
Oh, this school year.
and that would have been August.
Yeah.
All right, let's rock and roll.
And what brought you guys together a little bit closer?
What? What are you talking about? And why is that redacted? Why is that redacted? What brought you guys closer? I don't know.
And they
What
started
was
asking
that?
around more, and then I think it just kind of kept growing, and I was with them a lot.
Why'd they cut that part?
this year.
What was that about?
Okay.
The fuck? What was so important about that?
Okay. Can you spell the last name for me, please?
All right. What was the question? Fuck.
Okay. Also, if there's like an awkward pause or something, I'm trying to take notes, and sometimes I talk faster than I write. So
Yeah.
if there's a little bit of hang time, that's kind of where that is.
Yeah. Okay.
So kind of from what I'm hearing,
think that's a
would it be
given
fair
there.
to say that you're definitely closer than Maddie, Kaylee, and
Can
Zena.
I push her off the balcony?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Or I guess I should say, it sounds like you were pretty close with Zena too, but you're not as close with Maddie and Kaylee. Is that fair to assume?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And what about
All right.
Dylan?
How often would you?
What about Dylan?
Go and hang out at 1122 King.
What about Dylan and Bethany?
I would say I was at least there like once every weekend.
What about Dylan and Bethany?
All right. And what kind of, I guess, just describe it.
Jesus
When you
Christ.
go over there on a weekend, how would that usually go? Just describe what you guys would do and how that
Drink.
how that would transpire.
Well, we drink a lot.
I would say like their house was kind of known as being like a party house.
Yeah, we drink.
So usually I would just go over there
To drink?
I do usually get there before like other people
Okay.
would show up,
Right, to drink.
and usually it just consisted of like playing games, like drinking was usually involved.
Right. There you go. It wasn't
Yeah,
that hard,
usually
love.
It was just like a party.
Yeah, you went there to fucking get drunk and get slosh and
There
drink.
was only a few occasions
Jeez.
where I'd go over and just like hang out and watch a movie with them.
Yeah, right.
It was
Okay.
usually a party kind of scene.
Yeah, we go to get drunk.
We both Andy and I.
Oh,
completely
baby. Hey,
recognize
hey, now,
both
what you
days
doing
are
up
pretty
there?
fun, and there's a lot going on there.
What you
When
doing up there,
say
Lakeland?
party house,
Oh, baby.
I guess let's talk about those
man.
parties. Do they get pretty rowdy and
Yeah.
pretty wild, or is it more about like just people are drinking,
They
playing
get
beer pong,
rowdy.
and having a good time and chilling? I guess kind of what's the vibe there typically?
Yeah, I would say, it's more like playing like beer pong. There's usually like music going around in the background, and usually it's just people mingling with each other.
Oh,
It
no.
wasn't anything like crazy, like nothing out of the ordinary happened.
Like there's not like broken doors and windows and
No.
Animal house kind of shit.
No, nothing is ever broken. It was just,
Why don't you just say, like Animal House, the movie, like Animal House, nothing like that, right? She'd be like, what are you talking about? All right. I guess you're right. Say, like Animal House. Do you think she'd know the movie? Or do you think she'd be like, what's that? What are you talking about? All right, I love you. Let's ponder on that. while we take a quick smoke. Sir Equinox, welcome back to the castle, love. Sir. Excuse me. I hope the ride back wasn't too bad this time. Welcome, MS8114. Cartel. She is a lush. Too young for the reference. Yes. Probably so. Birthday hats and cupcakes. Oh, yes, baby. In little skimpy outfits, my love. I love you, baby. All right. I have no clue either. Oh, no, Miss... Well, you know, Mrs. John, welcome, by the way, Mrs. John. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. That's an interesting idea, though, because that's like the greatest. It's one of the greatest. Frat. Well, one of the greatest frat-centric, college life-centric comedy of all time. So. I mean, at least in the 1950s era, right? At least in the 50s era, set in the 50s era. Set in the 50s era. I do have a fond reverence for Revenge of the Nerds. I have a fond reverence of that. I consider that a kind of a college classic, in the 80s. I consider that a college classic movie. Fuck yeah. That movie is fucking funny for its time, just like Animal House was for its time in the 70s. No, Revenge of the Nerds, man. That movie's fucking funny, and it's right for the time, too. It's appropriate for the time. And Porky, hey, you could put Porky's in that category. You could put Porky's in there. Absolutely. Porky's and there's another one. I even think Porky's 2 is funny. I think Porky's 2 is funny as well. Yeah. Anyway, all right, quick break. Hey, interesting pondering on certain movies and genres, eh? All right, quick break, loves. Hey, you never know where the wind's going to take us, you never know. Good to ride the wind, though. Good to ride the wind. Right, Mrs. John? You've been riding the wind for quite some time now here, but the war must end. Mayday. I should end the war on Cinco de Mayo. Mrs. John, I should give you a reprieve for 3 days. 3 days I should give you a reprieve, and then end it all on Cinco de Mayo. Oh, Mrs. John, you have no idea what I want to do. Welcome, Tilly 732. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That's another good one. That's another great high school. That wasn't college, but high school. Well, again, rock and roll high school. That's a good one. That is a good one. Spaceballs. Come on now, Snowpiercer. Now, come on now. You got it. Now, Snowpiercer. 21 Jump Street. Eesh. I don't know. I don't know, Keystone Cops, maybe. You know, again, never mind. Quick break. We'll get on. The candle, the white candle still burns. Can't go. It still burns, love. Still burns. White light, white heat. Captain Ron. Oh, I should check that out. I haven't heard of that one. Cabin in the Woods. Breakfast Club, yeah, Breakfast Club. High school again, but yeah. All right, quick break, love. So, hey, this is good, love. This is good. See, it's not all blood and guts. You know, it's not all blood and guts. All right, quick break, love. Right. Grab yourself a cigarette or whatever. How about a lemon drop? How about a lemon drop martini? Get a lemon drop fucking martini. You cocksuckers. All right. All right, let's get on. We got a lot to cover here, my darlings and lords and lads. My sugars and my knights of the garden round. Sir Equinox, I hope you enjoy the ham and the turkey and the quail and the caviar and the smoked meats and the breads and the olives and the well, you know, what else we got there? Well, all the desserts and stuff like that. Anyway, sidetrack. That's a little ode to Sir Equinox. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right. I gotta nominate another night someday. Yes, I shall. All my other knights disappeared. They all either said bye-bye. I don't know. But whatever that is, whatever ever is the case. I don't know. Hey. Okay, now we got to get into something a little bit. Now we're going to get back to this Lakeland. But, however, Madeline Kahn, I agree. Madeline Kahn's really, she's great. She's great in a lot of movies. Totally agree with that. She is great in a lot of movies. Oh, yeah, early SNL's. Hey, early in SNL's great. You know, early SNL's good. You got Mel Brooks doing some good shit there in the mid '70s. You got Mel Brooks doing his best work. Yep. Crazy thing about Mel Brooks is like he like peaked. What interesting about Mel Brooks is like he peaked in like like in the '70s he peaked, with Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles, yeah. After that it's like I like History of the World Part 1. I think that's kind of interesting and funny. Yeah. But no, he kind of peaked with like Young Frankenstein. Yeah. That's just my opinion. Maybe I may have missed a movie or two in between, but Blazing Saddles funny. I like Young Frankenstein. I like that. I could watch that anytime that's on. I could watch that. Blazing Saddles is good too. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Mrs. John. History of the World Part 1. It's good to be the king. I love you. Yeah, Mrs. John, you know it. Nah, that is a funny movie. I gotta say, that's probably to me, if I had to look at Mel Brooks' stuff, that's probably his last kind of laugh out loud kind of funny movie. You know what I mean? After that, and that was 1981, by the way, guys. That was 81. 81. And after that, Spaceballs, I don't know. Spaceballs never, I don't know. I get why people like it, and I get why people think it's really funny. But for some reason, I don't really find Spaceballs all that funny. I just don't. I think it's obvious. It's like so obvious, that we're trying to be funny that I can't get into it. You know what I mean? So I get Spaceballs, but it's like we're trying so hard to be absurd with what we're doing that it's not funny anymore. You know what I mean? So to me, Spaceballs, nah. I'm not a Spaceballs kind of guy. No. It's not even try to be subtle, subtle absurdity. It's right in your face absurdity, and there's nothing funny about that. It's actually aggravating to me. that film probably aggravates me because it's like you're trying to be really, really funny here with what you're doing, but it's so fucking obvious. There's nothing subtle about the movie at all. Obviously we were trying to make a parody of Star Wars, but there's nothing original about it. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of Spaceballs. No. So, just saying. Nope. I'm a Young Frankenstein kind of guy. Actually, guys, you know what? That's a great date question. Think about this, guys. Hey, we could set a trend, actually. Guys, we could set a trend tonight. We could set a trend. Okay, listen to this. So this would be the perfect dating question, right? So let's say you're hanging out with a date for the first time, whatever you're doing. Listen to this. No, this is a good idea. You're hanging out with a date for the first time. You're like, whatever. But here's a good question you could ask the date. You could be like, hey, are you into like Mel Brooks movies at all? Right? And then the guy's like, yeah. I think I've seen a few. I think they're kind of funny, right? Whatever. And you're like, okay, all right, cool. Yeah, I like them too, right? And then like you actually do like them, you know. And you say this. Well, if you had to choose between two movies, Young Frankenstein and Spaceballs, right? And you can only choose one, right? And like whatever. or else, you know, the world ends or some shit. No, whatever. You can only choose one of the movies, you know. Like, you're stranded on a desert island, and you can only have one movie with you. Either, you know, Spaceballs or Young Frankenstein, right? To watch over and over and over again. Which one would you choose? Right? Now, if the dickhead, if the guy, he says Spaceballs, well, ladies, you gotta cut and run. You gotta cut and run. Anyway, we just set a dating trend. No, seriously, you're a first date with a guy. You're like, do you like Mel Brooks? He's like, yeah, I think he's kind of, yeah, I know he is. Yeah, he's funny. You're like, okay, well, look, we're stranded on a desert island, and you can only pick between one or two movies. Which one would you pick? And if you pick Spaceballs, guys, you need to order the most expensive lobster and steak on the menu. All right, I love you. And then eat it. Right, and get a fucking couple martinis in there if you can, and then you kiss him goodnight. You kiss him goodnight. Say, yes, I definitely want to see you again. I'm gonna be on a way trip to fucking Alaska for the next 3 days. I have to go on a business trip, okay, to Alaska for the next week. All right. I will call you when I get back from Alaska, and then we're going to hook up again, all right, baby? See, that's what you got to do here, love. Anyway, we just set a new dating trend. Thank you. Did you even follow any of that? Yes, just saying. Now, well, listen, hey, Mrs. John. Now, hey, Mrs. John, there you go. Then if that happens, Mrs. John, you know what you have to do in that situation? Well, then you know that's either going to be your husband or wife in the future. Then you know. If they answer with History of the World Part 1, well, then you got to keep them. I mean, then you know that's a keeper, right? That's a keeper right there. So there you go. It's a win-win. So we just set a new dating trend tonight. That's the question now in modern dating that you're going to ask. Okay? Which Mel Brooks movie would you take on you only can have one or two choices? And if they say History of the World Part 1, well, that's your next husband or wife. There you go. We are the greatest of all time, psychic-wise, and everything else. We're also the greatest dating coach of all time, apparently it seems now. Stumps is coming, right, MD? Yeah, Stumps is coming along here. It's still stuck in legal purgatory, but whatever. Anyway, you never know what you're going to get when you get... Hey, you can be a part of setting new dating trends, guys, when you come in here. You never know what's going to happen. Mantra, you know that, right, Mantra? You never know what's going to happen in here. Oh, my Lord. Anyway... or if they say, well, I'm not too familiar with that person. Who is that? Now, you can go one of two ways with that. So let's say you sit down, right? First time you ever with some broad or whatever, some scrub, right? You're with a scrub or a broad, whatever. Doesn't matter. So you're sitting down there, you're like, okay, oh, this is, you walk in, you're like, oh, this is nice. Wow, this is a nice fucking place, You know you're going to say that shit, right? Even though it may not look nice, you're going to say that anyway, right? Great. You say, well, this is a cool place, or whatever you're going to fucking say. Right? You sit down, right? And it's okay, you get seated. So, you're nervous. You never seen this bitch before, or whatever, this fucking asshole. All right, never mind, guys. We're getting way off tangent. Okay, it's Saturday night, but it's not Saturday Night Fever. All right, it's not Saturday Night Fever. Okay, no, that's not what it is. It should be, but that's not what it is tonight. No, it should be. It should be Saturday Night Fever, but it's not, I guess. What do you mean, yikes? What do you mean, yikes? Yeah, we're going to get back to the prime. Hey, what do you mean, yikes, Chris? Hey, now what I do? Did I do something wrong? Oh, no, I don't think so. Anyway, quick break. But before we go on a quick break and get back to what we're trying to do here, Mrs. John, prepare yourself. I told you, Mayday, Cinco de Mayo. It's coming really soon, Mrs. John. I don't know why you want to keep going on with the war. Mrs. John. Well, now what? Now what I do? I be what? Forget about it. Thanks for the lobster. Yeah, that's right, Mrs. John. There you go. You getting it. I'd throw a fucking steak in there too. I'd be like, ooh, well, I'll probably get a steak with it. I just Cinco de Mayo is your wedding anniversary? Oh my lord. Snowpiercer. That must be fun. That sounds like fun. What do you do on that? Do you hang out with skeletons and shit? And no. You do? Well, that's interesting. You should tell us about that. Happy anniversary, Snowpiercer. Well, so much for our Tibetan getaway. For fuck's sake. I've been led astray this whole time, thinking we climbed the Tibetan house. From the closest. What do you mean? I'm confused now. You can't do this to MD. Oh my God. My parents used to do this shit to me, you know that? I come home from school and they have like these picture books of shit, right? Like, like for the letter A, there'd be like underneath it, there'd be like a fucking apple and shit. They'd have like tons of those fucking books in front of me when I got home. Oh my God, guys. You wouldn't believe it. They must have bought like 100 of these fucking books. And they stacked them in the fucking God. Oh, oh my God, God. Mrs. John, I am taking out all my vengeance and fury on you. The war will end on Cinco de Mayo. Oh, fucking God. And it's gonna be broadcast on pay-per-view. Yeah, pay-per-view, and yeah, it's gonna be a 4-hour event, and the pay-per-view is gonna be $49.99, guys. But you get access to all 4 hours of the event, all 4 hours, guys. $49.99. Yeah, so there you go. Pay-per-view, Mrs. John. Yeah, you think I'm kidding, but I'm not. Your son is 32. That is good. That is good. That is good. He doesn't have Down syndrome. I mean, I'm not trying to offend people with Down syndrome. You know that. But this is the war here. This is the war. And, sometimes it's very hard for Tyrone to adapt to modern time. So, yeah, I seen this coming and going all my life. I don't mean to offend nobody, but, look, it was either us or fucking them. You understand that? All right. I love you. I love you. You gotta take it from different perspectives here, guys. Different perspectives. Well, you know that, my garden, right? You know you're talking to different people. Sometimes, right. Well, spirit guides. They have their own personalities, my love. They do. Which is strange. Because they're fucking spirits and they really shouldn't have personalities to think when you think about it. At all. They shouldn't really have personalities, guys. No. They don't have any brains, right? They don't got a brain, but they got personality. That's another question for another day. We should stay on topic. Stay on topic. All right. Back again. Hope you had a nice little smoke break there, my friends. Where were we, Lakeland? I don't know. Let's see. Lakeland, can you shake it for me? Shake it just one time. Shake it. Here we go.
Just kind of just everyone talking with each other and playing beer pong and like drinking.
Oh, I'm getting there.
And does this happen about once a week there, or how frequently is
yeah,
that
once a
kind
week.
of the party house?
Yeah, I would say you typically like one night a week.
Yeah, once a
either
week.
Friday or Saturday.
And when that happens, how many people usually attend?
50.
It's usually people we all know. I'd say like
50.
roughly around 30-ish people.
All right. Sorry, guys. 50. I was close.
Okay. I guess let's talk about guests and stuff. When there's a party there, is it usually kind of the same crowd typically? I mean, I know a couple people come and go, but is it typically the same group of people there, the 20 or 30?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And as far as like the house goes,
girl, that you love.
is it a pretty inclusive environment? Like if a rando wanted to show up and hang out there, would they be welcome, or would it be like, dude, we don't know you, we don't really want you hanging out here? How would that go?
Yeah, if it was a person that just kind of showed up,
Like,
they would typically be kicked out.
Okay, guys. She made me do it. She fucking made me do it. You understand that? She made me do it here. I don't want to keep interrupting the fucking interview, but sometimes they just push me to the absolute goddamn brink of what I can fucking handle up here. You understand that? I got Nancy Guthrie on my back. I can't get $1 million fucking dollars out of her. I tried my best, guys. I tried my absolute fucking best to get the $1 million out of her. I can't get it, guys. She won't give me the goddamn $1 million, guys. I'm a laughing stock up here, guys. Yeah, I got the #1 station up here, but people are laughing at me. They're saying, Stanley, you're fucking weak, man. You're fucking weak. You couldn't get that $1 million from that fucking old broad down there? They're laughing at me up here, guys. They're laughing. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You wanted Stanley, and now you got him. But I'll tell you what, I don't like it. Fuck. Yeah, fucking laughing up at me. Fucking laughing at me up here. Like I'm some fucking clown or something. Fuck. It's not very good. Now, what the fuck was I gonna do? I forgot. See, you get me all fucking pissed off here, and now I can't remember. Fucking hell. Well, play it again. Play it again, fucking asshole, and then you can jog your fucking memory, alright? Here we go. Let's try this again, Master Nature.
How would that go?
Yeah, if it was a person that just kind of
Oh, yeah.
they would typically be kicked out.
Oh, yeah. Gee, sorry, guys. Sorry. Now I know. Sorry. Alright. Duh. Hey, guess what? I'm going to play a little game. Oh, God. Help me. Help me, God. Help me. We'll play a little game. Yep. All right, we'll play a little game. Here we go. You like games, I know. I know I'm the same way. All right, here we go. Yeah, what is it? All right, no, I don't know if I like that. All right, you get 5 chances to name the next song. 5 chances. 5 chances. Name the next song, baby. We're going to play a song, and you're going to name it. I want you to think about Miss Lakeland and what we just talked about, and you already know what I'm going to play. All you have to do is say the name. You got to name the song. Oh, do I have to give the artist? Do I have to give the artist? All right, here we go. Wait. Why is it doing? Whoa. All right. That's right.
Oh my God! Like, totally. He's like, Mr. Boots?
I love you. Hey, you never know where the wind gonna blow you. That's right. Welcome, Laura. Yeah. We gotta go now, Laura. That's right. Live from the garden is Saturday night. That's right, baby. The greatest show on earth. That's right. 10 years, here's what's going to happen. In the rubble, excuse me, as people are digging around in the rubble and shit, right, they happen upon a computer, and the computer just happened to be on, Masternature2112 or some shit on YouTube. They're like, oh my God. Like I said, this is the great, how comes we didn't know about this? Oh my God, this shit was so funny. How comes that's what's going to happen. All right, quick break. Then we got to get back to our favorite Lakeland, my valley girl. My valley girl. Like, oh my gosh. All right. Like, oh my gosh. Hey, but remember this. Remember, this is the late show, so don't forget your wits about you, because this kind of shit may pop up.
Hey, jerk! Speed kills!
All right. Hey, I do that shit.
Can you take a joke? You know, Annie, someday you're gonna get us all into deep trouble.
All right, baby. All right, don't forget that kind of shit. Welcome, Seattle Rain, my love. No, I just played you the song. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I played you the song. It's Valley Girl. Sorry. All right. All right. Sorry, guys. Quick break. Sorry about that. There might be an ending song. How's that? There might be an ending context. So I'm sorry, guys. I should have told you. That was a song. Oops. Sorry, guys. Hey, it's the Moroccan moon dust. Sometimes the Moroccan moon dust, puts this fucking moron in a coma. And I have to then take over the consciousness because this fucking idiot's out, drooling on his fucking notebook, half dead in the middle of the goddamn basement. You know what I'm saying? So then I have to take over the whole show here. So anyway, well, I guess he has to go out and smoke now. What a fuck! He a total idiot is what this guy is. Worse than my former spearmaster. Even though he was a real pain in the fucking ass. Let me tell you about that. Oh my god. He was a real fucking slob. That was holy fuck. Tell you what. Now Masternature, well he kind of a slob, but definitely not as slob as my last one. Holy fucking hell, man. I tell you what. Too bad. I don't know what I see anymore. I don't know what I see anymore. Interesting. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Interesting. Anyway, guys. I don't know. I don't know how altruistic I'm feeling tonight. No, I'll tell you. So I peruse I peruse other community comments that pop up on my YouTube and stuff like that. So I'm perusing these community comments, not my channel, but other people's fucking channel. These community posts, right? And there's one post that I saw about this, the Idaho 4, of course. And it was a theory. This person had a theory, and about Kohlberger, and well, what if Kohlberger, something, and then the people, the theory's it's not a good theory. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not a good theory, and so the first impression, so basically, it got ridiculed. Like, it got ridiculed. The comment got ridiculed. But then and it's easy to ridicule it because it's not a good theory. There's many things you could say that's wrong with it, but whatever. But the one good thing about it is that whoever this person is, right, or made the comment, at least the good piece about this is, and I didn't even see it either, is that they're trying to consider, they're trying to reconcile the fact that Kohberger pled guilty to the murders, but yet how can he still be involved in the crime? And but when you have all this other stuff that's going on, right? So yes, the theory ultimately was weak. The thinking though is not bad because you still got to consider the fact that Kohberger, yes, he fucking pled guilty to this shit. So it's but it was anyway. I don't know what I'm trying to say there with this, but because it's like you almost blow right past the theory. You know what I mean? But still, it kind of makes you pause because, right? Like it's strange. It's a very strange thing, and so yeah, on the surface, you can ridicule, but there's like this magnet that's pulling you down to earth, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, in this theory, you can ridicule it. I'm just saying, if you're playing in the theory, fine. You can ridicule it. But still. Anyway, whatever. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Anyway, let's get back to this. Whatever. Valley Girl, that's right, Valley Girl.
Like the girls that live there would do it, or they would ask a male friend to do it.
Okay, and can you recall? I guess since the start of this year, were you ever there when somebody showed up that wasn't welcome, or that got asked to leave, or was like, hey, you're not part of this crew, take a hike, bro, or did something like that ever happen while you were there?
Hey, bro.
Not that I'm aware of when I was ever there. I haven't heard of that happening this year. This was more of like something that happened last year at a different
Take a hike,
residence. But
okay. And do you have any idea who those people might have been?
What'd you say there? Hey, what?
Residence, but
okay. And do you have any idea who those people might have been? Any idea who those people might have been? Do you have any idea who those people might have been?
This year that kind of wanted to be part of the group that wasn't included.
Hang on, guys.
more of like something
like that ever happened while you were there?
Not that I'm aware of when I was ever there. I haven't heard of that happening this year. This was more of like something that happened last year at a different residence, but
okay. And do you have any idea who those people might have been? I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't know who's apologizing for what, but what is that?
Do you have any idea who those people might have been? I'm sorry.
What is that? what is it? I'm sorry. What?
And do you have any idea who those people might have been? I'm sorry.
What the fuck are they saying, guys? I don't know what. Look, I'm just wondering who the person is whispering something. I'm sorry, something. I can't fucking make it out. But there's somebody whispering something to somebody under their breath. Okay, whatever. I don't know what it is, but
I can't say
weird.
for sure who.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What?
So, this is Andy. So to kind of
Oh, Andy.
be a little more detailed and just random. Is there anyone last year, this year that kind of wanted to be part of the group that wasn't included for whatever reason?
Andy was apologizing for something.
Kind of.
I don't know what it was.
Hang around, but never were really included, or may have not felt included.
No, the only thing I could think of was, like, last year,
Last year?
like, there was a house that's right next door to, like, the one that we're talking about, and Santa was one of the residents at that house last year.
What
And
happened at that
typically, like,
house?
Football or basketball players would come, and they were usually kicked out.
What happened? Okay.
Because none of us knew any of them, and they would just kind of show up, like they'd hear that there was a party there, and then they'd kind of show up and not be invited.
How did they act when they got kicked out? Were they okay with it, or were they kind of entitled because they were athletes, thinking they should be included, or anything like that?
From what I saw last year, they're pretty chill about it. They're just like, okay, we'll leave, kind of thing.
And
Interesting.
So that
That's
was
interesting.
Next door. Can you tell me what house that would have been? Do you know the address?
I can't think of the address off the top of my head, but
No?
it's like...
Can you try?
It's like a...
All right. I'm sorry. Can you try for me?
At some point, kind of
Where are you at?
And drop a pin and just
Right.
text a picture to this phone number.
I love you. No, I don't. Well, I don't love you. I don't even know you.
Okay, so if you're looking at the
But like skank a hoe or like
where it all happened at
a scrub. I ain't no scrub.
The front door is that house on the right or the left
Skank.
across the street.
You a fucking skank.
It would be...
Skank. All right. I don't know. Tyrone, calm down. All right. Fucking skank. No, you didn't call them skanks back in your day. Come on. No, we did not call them skanks. We called them something else. No, they were not trixies. We didn't call... Skanks were not trixies. Trixies and skanks, two different things. Okay? Let's not get this twisted. Trixies are not skank, by the way. That's not... I'm just saying. So, I'm just saying. Anyway. Let's get... Thanks for redacting whatever that was.
I'm trying to think of where...
Is it kind of a newer sighting? Kind of been remodeled a little bit more recently?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, just to be safe. Get a
What are you
chance,
talking
drop
about?
a pin on that house and send a screenshot to this number.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay,
the house.
yeah, I
Okay.
can definitely do
Just so we
that.
can make sure we're talking about the same house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Drop a pin on it. Drop a pin and send it to us.
Back to
It's all right. Okay.
Maddie and Kaylee lived upstairs.
Yeah.
Who's on the middle floor?
On the main floor is in Santa's room.
Okay, and then is the one in the basement?
Yes.
All right.
The Hobbit.
Is there anybody else?
The Hobbit.
Because I think there's another room. Was anyone else in that room?
No, they used it as a spare room. Typically, like, if someone needed to stay the night or, like, for whatever reason, like, there's usually a bed in there that someone could just crash on, but no one lived in that room.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. All right.
Was dating anybody this year?
Yes. Has a boyfriend named...
Ah.
What is-
She has a boyfriend named Quinn.
was dating anybody?
Was
this year?
Dylan dating anybody this year? Yes.
Yes. Has a boyfriend named...
Quinn.
Okay. Where does he live?
Somewhere here in...
Oh, that's right. I forgot you're down there.
Quinn lives in Boise. Thank you. Yes, he does.
I have not met...
I have not met Quinn.
From what I know, he hasn't visited Moscow.
He hasn't visited Moscow.
And,
Quinn.
I'm from, so I don't really make her come down to a lot, so never had the opportunity to.
Uh-huh.
How long have they been dating?
I think, if I remember right,
Did ever go down to?
You think
well,
what?
let me back up. So Never came up to Moscow to visit, right?
Why did they block
Down to
the fuck?
If I remember right, I wanted. I think. If I remember right.
That's fucking bullshit. That is fucking bullshit that they cut that out. They fucking cut out what she said about how long Dylan and Quinn were dating for. That is some fucking bullshit, guys. That's some fucking bullshit. Why the fuck would you cut that out? Who cares, right? So what she says, well, I think they've been dating for a year. Why the fuck would why would they cut this out? That's bullshit here. I'm sorry, it sounds really simple, but that's some fucking bullshit. I'll tell you what. There's no reason to fucking take that out. Who cares if they're dating 6 months, a year, 8 months, 2 years? Why they do that? Fuck you, Moscow, you fucking cocksuckers. That's some fucking bullshit right there, man. I'll tell you what. If I remember right, okay. Yeah. She says, I think whatever, yeah, a year, whatever. But they cut it out. And then she says, if I remember right, okay. And then we go on to a different question. You're like, what the fuck? Why would they deem that? Why would Moscow or Idaho State, why would they deem that portion of this interview something sensitive where we have to redact it? That's fucking ridiculous, man. With Dylan Mortensen here. And again, of course, we're talking about Dylan Mortensen and her fucking boyfriend, Quinn. But for some reason, Moscow they felt that was sensitive information in terms of how long they were dating for. That's ridiculous, my friends. That is some fucking bullshit. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what. That is bullshit. There's no reason that you can't say that they were dating for a certain amount of fucking time. That's bullshit. That is ridiculous. But Moscow purposely cut that out. As you see here. They cut that fucking part out. Fuckers. Anyway, I don't know if anybody's discussed that yet, but it's the first time I'm watching this shit. First time I'm watching this video with you guys, and that's the kind of shit that I'm fucking pulling out of this. Yeah, that is nonsense. Why are they keeping that? Sorry, guys. Oop. Ah. What happened? I dropped the phone on you. I dropped the dime on you. No, seriously. Let me take a quick break. We'll keep going with this interview is interesting. Now we're getting to some Dylan information, which is important. Any Dylan information is good, especially from a friend. But Moscow police, there's no reason that you have to redact or take out how long two people have been dating for. There's absolutely no reason to redact that. But here is Miss Dylan Mortensen again, our patron saint of all things holy in this case. The prime Jesus Christ. Disgust me, Moscow. Never ceases to amaze me with these fucking people. Everything that... Again, this is the first time I'm listening to this with you guys. So, it doesn't cease to... It never ceases to amaze me. You know, oh my God. Something as simple as that. So fucking dumb. What's that like? Yes, indeed. Crazy. Yeah. Quick break, alright. Smoking me, got him. Especially got those little Moroccan moon dust space rockets. That would be alright too, you know. Whatever you got. If you don't smoke, hey, that's good too. That's probably even better, actually. Don't forget that. Hello, Chateau Gato. Gato familiar. Back in from the code. Did you bring any secrets with you? What's that? Did he bring any secrets with you, though? What did the witches tell you tonight? What did they tell you? Did they give you any secrets or not? I'm going to put you on camera. Here we go. Are you ready for the Chateau Gato familiar? Are you ready for him? Do you want to see him? Gato, are you ready? Gato, are you ready? Any secrets from the witches? Yes? I don't know. What do you think, Gato? Any secrets from the witches? Well, just meow. Oh my God, what is he doing? Any secrets from the witches? Master Nature's he's fucking broken. He's fucking broken, look at him. He ain't broke. He fucking 2 years old, Master Nature. He ignoring you. He don't like you. Ain't that right, Gato? You don't like this guy. You see, he hate you. Ain't that right, Gato? You alright? Gato drinking tonight. I think the Gato, okay, bye-bye. Well, there you go. There's the Chateau Gato. He's off at another planet, too. So, there you go. All right. Yeah. He looks shell-shocked to days. I don't know. I don't know what he does out there. They give him this fucking, they call it like, you know what they call it out there out there in the woods? They call it wood wine. I think he'd been drinking the wood wine out there and shit. He looked all messed. I don't know what the fuck's going on with him. Well, he is a teenager. He's a teenage cat, by the way. He's a teenager cat. So you know what I'm saying? They get into all kinds of weird shit. Yeah, they do. You just hope that they still can bring secrets back with them from the witches when they grow out of their rebellious stage. Familiars. Anyway, let's carry on. Thank you, Gato. You just lay there, and if there's anything we could do for you, let us know. And believe me, he will. Okay. All right, there we are. Oh, God, let's get back to Macoma. I'm sorry, Tacoma. Tacoma. That's Tacoma, Washington.
Right.
That's right, baby. Not Macoma, Tacoma.
So never came up to Moscow to visit, right?
Not that I'm aware of. He might have.
We are the greatest of all time.
Close, but I wouldn't have known.
Uh-huh. And then did ever go down there to visit him?
Typically just on like school breaks. When people would go home.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Right. All right. All right.
How would you describe like? Like how did they talk about? Were things good with them? Did they have a good relationship? What do you know? All the girl talk and whatnot. I mean, what was your take on that?
Yeah. What's your take on that one? Dylan's relationship with him. Right. Oh, and then we're redacting that. Thank you, Moscow Police Department, or whoever the Idaho State Police, or whoever's doing this one.
Okay.
I think that's typical.
Well, thanks for not letting us know what that is.
So
Oh, Jesus, who the fuck? What is going on?
But did she like bring guys home? Was she like?
Oh my God!
With other guys
What is going on?
while school was going on? Since obviously they didn't travel.
Hey, who's the kid screaming in the background?
We'll talk about, but was there other guys she was with?
No. I've never heard her talk about any other guy or seen her with him.
Hey, Kenya. Hey, I'm trying to answer questions here. Can you shut the fucking kid up for once? All right. Oh my God, Lord. Oh my. Hey, I'll tell you what right now. We are your greater conscious. All right. You ask these same questions that I do. Who the fuck what kid is screaming in the background? Like, should we beat his ass, or what are we doing with him? I don't know. Strange. What is going on? Strange. Anyway, let's carry on.
Other guys she was with?
No.
Should we hear that again?
I think that's typical.
I think they smacked the kid. I think they smacked the kid in the face. Actually, let's listen to this again. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's typical. So obviously she's dating him. But did she like bring guys home? Was she like having relationships with other guys while school was going on? Since obviously they didn't travel to see each other very often. I know it's kind of uncomfortable to talk about, but was there other guys she was with?
No.
Okay.
I've never heard her talk about any other guy or seen her with another
Shut
guy.
the fucking kid up. Shut the kid up.
Knowing her, she's very, like, loyal.
What was that screaming, guys? I don't know, some
Not just
little kid
her,
screaming in
but
the
a
background.
couple other girls have boyfriends that are long ways away. Is there any guys that you can remember trying to get
This
with
is
those
really
girls
professional, guys.
would reject to be like, hey, I got a boyfriend or whatever?
Guys, this is extremely professional, okay? Especially when you have a screaming toddler in the background of your interview with somebody who may be important to this case. I don't know. But it's always good to have a screaming fucking kid in the background when you're trying to conduct an interview. I know that's good, Moscow police. Yeah, that's always a good thing to have when you're trying to conduct an interview and you're trying to be serious, I guess. Which I know is a fucking joke. You're a fucking joke. They always been a joke, but anyway, whatever. Yeah, it's always good to have a screaming kid in the fucking background. I know that's good police. I know that's good police interviewing protocol. Fuck you. Yeah, Moscow. Embarrass me. It's fucking embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. This is why, no matter what kind of fucking hassle it may be, you get these fucking people down to your fucking jail. You know what I'm saying? You get them down to your fucking precinct or your fucking police department. You get them down there to interview them. That's where you got to interview these people, okay? Not in their fucking house, not on the fucking phone when there's shit going on. Babies are fucking crying. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. You know, Moscow. But this is ridiculous. This is an extremely serious case, okay? We're talking about a quadruple fucking murder case, and you got to interview these fucking people at the station. That is probably how many times have we fucking said this on this channel, guys? You got to interview these people at your fucking police department. It's ridiculous. And this is another example of that. Now you're talking to her on the phone, I guess, and now in her background, I think it's her background, now you got a screaming fucking kid for some reason, you know, and you're trying to have some sort of serious interview with this person. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous, Moscow. Fuck. No. These types of more serious interviews, because they know this girl, they know she's involved with these a lot. She's involved a lot with these people. So with this, you can't have these kind of interviews going on. You got to have somebody like her at least. Look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Really. It really doesn't matter. But I'm saying, at least for the more important people in this case, you have to get them at the police. You have to have them down at your police station. You have to. Yes. And absolutely. Especially the Prime and the Hobbit. Fuck. Anyway, so yeah, this is of course, is a fucking, I think it's a phone fucking interview. Yes, it is. Fuck, guys. All right. What do we got in this? All right. Well, we're going to do a bit more. Sorry for this. Sorry for so many pauses here, but I don't know. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted by the redactions, man. I'll tell you what. Not only did they redact the length of time that Dylan Mortensen and Quinn Kelly were dating each other. Not only did they redact that, but they also redacted her description of how the relationship was between the two of them. They also redacted that out here with Dylan and Quinn. Why? Why are we so protective of Dylan and Quinn's relationship? Any details, apparently. Why are we so protective of that? That we have to redact it here out of the official interviews here. What the fuck? Why are we so protective of that? So what? So what if she said, what if Lakeland said, you know what? They had a rocky relationship. It was on and off. Whatever, who cares? Right? We've heard all about relationships in this case. We've heard about everybody's relationship with each other. In this case, the victims' relationships, everybody's relationships with each other, except these two fucking people. We've heard all about the other fucking relationships in this case. You know, the murder victims, the ex-boyfriends, the current fucking boyfriends, the current girlfriends, whatever. Except this relationship with Dylan Mortensen and Quinn fucking Kelly. For some reason, we can't hear about this one. Apparently, why is that? As far as we know, they're not dating anymore, are they? They're not together, are they? What? Because they're fucking alive? Fuck that, man. That's some fucking bullshit for Moscow. That's some fucking bullshit. That is some bullshit. That is bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. Interesting. Anyway, quick break and we'll get back to it. Sorry for so many breaks, guys. I'm just there's so many things that run throughout my brain when I'm listening to this kind of shit. There's so many things that run throughout my brain that it makes me pause and try to consider each and every single one of those things. You know, it's like I got so many weird half-formed questions in my brain that it makes me ponder and pause for too long, you know. That's what happens, because it's like I'm trying to process things that would be would seem right or accurate, but it's like, wow, man. Wowie zowie, man. Wowie zowie, man. Yeah, man. Oh my God. Oh my. Sorry, guys. Quick break. I love you. I'm off to the midnight movies. I'm off to the midnight movie, all right? You want to come to the midnight movie with me? What movie do you think? You're going to go to the midnight movies with me, are you? You remember the midnight movies, don't you? You remember what they were. I love you. Let's go to the midnight movies, love. Don't forget, we're the greatest of all time. We are.
What kind of joint is this, man?
Oh, it's a heavy-duty joint, man.
Oh, it looks like a toothpick, man. Yeah, I hope the drums don't mess up your upholstery, man.
Nah, I'm in a band too, man.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm a lead singer, man.
Ah, that's hip.
Yeah, we play everything from like Santana to El Chicano, man. You know, like everything. I'm just a love machine. And I don't work for nobody but you. I'm just a love machine.
All right, baby. All right, baby. All right, baby. Oh my God, Master Nature. What are you showing to God here? It's Saturday night, baby.
I've been smoking since I was born. Walk away, man. Wouldn't be no problem at all, man.
I love you, Mrs. John.
You know, it's kind of a fun
All right.
story. I was scrolling on eBay.
That's right. Yeah, we're still at war, don't forget, though. Dog shot. Hey, man. What? I forget what happens after that. Hey, man, I think we're parked, man. Right? Hey, man, I think we're parked, man. Right? Something like that. It's been a long time since I've seen that shit. Hey, man, I think we're parked. Oh, my God. What happened to movies like that, guys? Hey, guys, what happened to movies like that? Where are they? You know? Absurd, funny shit. Where are they? Where'd they go? How comes nobody knows how to write anything anymore? Why? They can't write. Why can't they write? Yeah. Why, Dalton? Hello, Dalton. Goodbye, Doctor. Can you bring back some fucking secrets for once in your fucking mangy life? I'll see you in about 20 fucking minutes. Oh, what do you want, Nancy? Nancy, what do you want from me? Fuck off, prick. Oh, I thought you went out. You didn't go out? Well, what do you want? Alright, let's go. Alright. Come on. Still no secrets, though, eh? Yes, we beg. You're like, what's that fucking beggar? You're like Oliver. You're like Oliver, the fucking beggar. Go ahead, can I have another one? Can I have some more? Fucking Oliver. Alright. That's a beggar bugger. Alright, guys. Back to what we are doing. Focus. Smoking the fattest joint ever. Back to Miss Lakeland. Could have sworn this is the one that was in the house. No. Oh, I don't know. We'll see.
And it may appear that they were fine with it and not a huge deal, but just that you can remember them talking about, like, oh, so-and-so was asked me on a date or something, and I had to tell them no. Anything like that with any of those girls?
No, I never heard anything about a guy like trying to get with them or like go on a date or anything with any of those girls.
Okay.
What about? Does she have a boyfriend?
She does not have a boyfriend.
Bethany, the Hobbit. She does not have a boyfriend. And then we redact this out. Thank you, Moscow Police or Idaho State Police, for redacting the details out of that. Bethany Funk's relationships. Thank you. Appreciate that. Well, they're survivors, so we can't have any information about them, I guess. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, all right, great. Sounds lovely. What a great history we got there. Good to know. Well, they're survivors and blah, blah, blah. Ah, yes. Come on. Yes, this is all redacted. Wow, it must be a lot more than we know about here. Perhaps. Jeez. Where are we at? Yep. Still redacted. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. No. We start again? Wow, okay. A lot of information here about Bethany Funk that they cut out. Wow. And we're still going. We're still cutting it out. Still cutting it out, guys. We're still cutting it out. Thank you. Moscow. Yeah. Put me in the dark. Yeah. Put me in the dark. Stanley in the dark. Puts you in the dark. And then I get put in the dark. And then we're staring at a candle together, see? What the fuck, guys? Still redacted. Still going. Yeah. 2 minutes of redaction here about Bethany. We started about asking Bethany about Bethany Funk's dating history here, and we're still going. Wow. All right. Must be some serious shit. I don't know. Jesus Christ, guy. What is going on? Mrs. John. I bet you did, Mrs. John. As we're waiting for this to kick in, we're going on 3 minutes, almost, well, at least 2.5.
What? I guess let's kind of
sorry, guys.
Gears just a little bit.
Oh, okay. Now we're back. Ah. Let's check that. We should look at this shit. Alright, guys. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hit you with something. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, never mind. Too corny. Okay, all right.
I know Ethan had an apartment kind of close by. How often would he stay the night with Xana?
I'm pretty sure he stayed with Santa almost every night.
Like he kind of had an apartment for his clothes and stuff, and where his parents sent his mail, and then he pretty much lived with Xana.
Yeah, because his apartment is a little farther away, and I knew he didn't have Wi-Fi or anything, so he's pretty much always at Xana's house. Every time I was there, he always stayed the night.
How were things between them?
Good.
We can talk about the victims, though.
Yeah,
we can talk about the
I
victims.
didn't see either one of them on Saturday, but I was with them Friday, and they just looked like they were having a great time. I could tell they really loved each other. And
Yeah.
Okay.
How did the other girls feel about him staying there all the time? Did they all get along, or was it kind of like, oh, you're freeloading in our house because you're here with Xana? Was there any kind of rift because he was staying there all the time?
Not that I'm aware of. I know he would sit and watch movies with them.
Freeloader.
Just hang out and talk with them.
You're a freeloader, bitch.
And I think like they were all good friends with Ethan, and I don't think they ever would have seen him as like a burden or
A freeloader.
something.
Like a freeloader.
Kind of help all of them out if they needed help. Was he? What kind of guy is he?
All right, baby. All right.
Yeah, he
Oh
would,
my God.
help them with,
No.
yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm
anything.
sorry, love. I'm sorry.
He's really good at talking to people.
That's a
like,
better
giving
picture.
advice and stuff. Like he's given me good advice before. And I know like he's like helped like Zama like cook and stuff and
Right.
like clean up the place after like a party or something. And
Right. That's wonderful.
Okay. How about Maddie and Kaylee? Or I guess let's start with Maddie. How was her relationship going?
like with her boyfriend.
Yeah. Or, did you know her boyfriend?
I had only met him a couple times. The last time that I saw him was on homecoming weekend. It was, I believe, the very beginning of October. I know he came up.
Can I speed her up, guys?
Said hi to him then, but
Hey,
I
guys.
didn't really.
Can I speed her up like 3 times to get to the fucking point?
Know him super well. I also like never really knew Maddie like on like a deeper level.
Make it stop.
Friendship thing, be like, you know, we would talk, but like not get like into anything like with relationships or.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Had you met Kaylee's boyfriend?
No, she didn't have one, right? She didn't have one, right?
I met Kaylee
did
at
she?
the beginning of this year around like August.
Is that a trick? Is that a trick question, asshole?
There, she usually either wasn't home or she was just upstairs in her room.
Okay. So let's kind of go back towards that night on Saturday. Just kind of walk me through your plans to go over there and hang out and kind of how that went down.
Yeah, so, basically I was at another house party,
Right.
a little bit, kind of like opposite from where, they lived, and, so I was there with some other friends, and then, came over there.
Dylan?
To the house where I was.
Dylan?
And we hung out there for a little bit.
Dylan came
And
over?
then one of our guy friends called us a sober ride to go back to her house because we were kind of like hungry and getting tired.
Dylan's house, right? To Dylan's house, right?
Excuse me. Before we go too much further, do you know what address that house party was at that you were?
I don't know the address, but I could definitely like drop a pin of where it is.
If I'm kind of like before, if I'm looking at the front door of the 1122 King, where's that party? Where's that house that you're talking about in relationship to that front door?
It would
Be where?
Past the apartments or directly next to it?
no, like past the apartments. It's on a different street.
Okay, so I guess how long would it take you to walk from 1122 King to that party house?
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Between 10 to 12 minutes.
10 to 12.
So it's a little bit a ways away.
Yeah.
Okay. Just, as much as you remember,
I said 3 minutes.
Can you tell me who you were there with at the house party that you remember?
Russian roulette, baby. I love you. Hey, we're listening, guys. We're listening.
Yeah, if you got them, that'd be great. And I get this is a lot to kind of like spout out. Just we're
Greatest analysis of all time, by the way.
Stuff. So as much as you can remember, we'll go for it.
Okay, so
We are the greatest critique of all time, my love. Greatest critique.
one of the girls that lived there. Her
name's Kitty Cat.
Was she kind of the hostess of the party that night? Or
Yeah, she's a kitty cat.
Yes, she's the one that invited.
Her name's Kitty Cat.
other friends over.
That's
It
right.
was kinda
That's
like a
right,
small
baby.
Thing. It wasn't like a huge party.
That's right,
Okay.
baby. Kitty
All right,
cat.
got her name.
All right.
Okay,
Well,
and
Meow, baby. Meow, baby. All right. Hey, Mrs. Joe.
Okay.
Kitty cat.
um,
I don't know. What's going on here with these two of you? He's like, yeah, he's like, yeah, man.
as a male.
I got some two bitches behind me.
Okay.
All right.
And then
I got two bitches behind me. I don't know what they're doing, but whatever.
yeah, it's
C-U-N-T? Sorry.
Okay. Anyone else?
and
Sorry.
Essentially,
I'm so sorry.
Came over and met us.
Do you remember when you got there?
Yeah.
I might
I don't
have a
know.
text
Wait.
from her saying like when she was heading over. I can check really quick
Yeah, that's fine.
Heading over.
because I was texting her before she came.
Okay. Before she... Wait, did I miss something?
That bedroom is all yours. Okay, thank you.
Okay. That bedroom is all yours.
It might have been on Snapchat, and that deletes
Okay.
our messages, so I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you know where Xana and Ethan were about that point in time?
I believe they were still at this fraternity.
Okay.
Right.
So after
Sigma Chi.
out there, was there anybody else that you can't remember, or was that pretty much it?
There was a couple other people, but I don't remember because that was my first time ever meeting them.
Okay. And are all these people at this house party, are they also students?
Yes.
Are they all about the same, like, year, or was it kind of a mix of, like, freshmen to seniors and whatnot?
From what I remember, I don't remember any freshmen being there. So I think it was more like sophomores and juniors.
Okay. All right.
Did you take any photos at that party?
I actually have some things.
Okay.
I just have a couple of videos.
Okay. Of what?
So and then I also took a video like shortly after I left that house and went to King Road.
Okay. We'll talk a little bit more about that. That's great. That's helpful when we have stuff like that for sure. Who
I would
went
think.
From the house there to 1122 King, just you and.
Just you and
yes,
Dylan?
from what I remember, yes.
Just you and Dylan, right.
Who gave
Just
you
you and
a ride
Dylan.
there?
I don't remember his name, but he
Who gave you a ride
was a freshman in a fraternity, and he was their sobro. So basically, he was like sober the entire night, so he could give like friends and people rides home.
Okay.
All right.
What kind of car was it?
That's consistent.
I don't remember.
All right.
Okay. And
Me neither.
about what time did you get to 1122 King?
So the timestamp of the last video I took at the other house was 11:54, and I was at King Road. The first thing I have at King Road was at 12:43 a.m.
And was that like off of a picture, a video, or a text, or what?
These are all videos that I have in my camera roll.
Okay.
All right. 12:43.
And when you got to 1122 King, who was all home at the time?
Yeah, who's all there?
Not anyone that I remember. I can't remember if she was already home or if she came home right after us.
Okay, so
Bethany.
just so I have this right, if she wasn't home when you guys got there, she showed up like right afterwards.
Bethany, the Hobbit,
Yes,
right?
because
The
when
Hobbit.
I got to King Road to that house. I
The
went
Hobbit.
straight into the bathroom on the main floor,
Right.
All right.
and then straight into the bathroom.
Listen,
First got
listen.
to
Right.
King Road to that house. I went
Straight to the bathroom.
on the main floor.
Straight to the bathroom.
All right.
And then,
Straight to the bathroom. And then what?
I'm pretty sure I came home right after we got there, but I can't be positive.
Was there anybody
Okay.
else home at the time?
No.
I don't think so. If they were in their rooms. I was on the main floor the entire time I was there.
Okay. And I guess what I'm asking is if you saw or if you knew anybody else was there. And I understand that like we're kind of thinking back. So if you don't remember something, it's totally fine. Just be like, I can't remember what. And you're doing great. Just throw that out there. It's totally fine to not remember something because you can't. You don't know what you don't know, right? So, yeah. So you guys got there around 12:43 in the morning there, or close to it at least. What'd you guys do?
So I went to the bathroom first thing when I got there, and then afterwards we went into the kitchen, and started.
Right. Right. The first thing that she does when she gets into the house, she goes into the bathroom. In this, in this audio, she doesn't tell them, though, that she's taking pictures of Ethan's underwear that's in the bathroom. So she didn't tell him that yet, but that's what she does. So I don't know if she tells him that at some point or I don't know. But that's what she does. She goes into the house. She goes into the bathroom. We talked about this before. That's the first thing she does. This is all in the documents. This is all in the documents, guys. We've already been over this. We've been through the documents. But yeah, that does fit. That's what she did. She went straight to the bathroom. But then she took pictures of the Calvin Klein underwear in the bathroom there when she was in the bathroom. So that is this chick. That is definitely this broad. Miss Lakeland McComa. You gonna put me in a coma, baby. That's right, baby. That's right. Hey, we're gonna pick this up tomorrow. See, now the juices they're starting to get real good now because now we're gonna leave it right there. Yes, indeed. And, well, anyway, we'll get into that. We'll do it tomorrow. Anyway, quick break, and then we'll finish things off for this evening. But that is Lakeland McComb. I forget. It's not Macoma, guys. But it should be Macoma. McComb. We got pretty far. Hey, we did get pretty far. There's only about 20 minutes left, so. Did a lot better than I thought I would do this evening. So there we go. Welcome, Dame Deb, Queen of the Bees. Welcome, my love. Sorry. Welcome, Dame Athos, as well. Sorry, my love. Welcome. I wasn't paying attention. Who's that, Dame Deb? Orange sweatpants. All right, interesting. Quick break, and then we'll pick it up. I forget. Well, we're going to find out. But there's 2 interviews with this one, but it's important to know when she leaves the house, because if Moscow would know she's a problem. Depends what time she leaves the house. See, it's a problem. Yeah. So there's a lot of good stuff here that we're trying to figure out, which is, all right, well, how much communication did you have with Xana? Right? How much communication did you have with her that night? And I don't know. They're supposed to be really good. They're supposed to be really good friends, correct? So I guess I'd be wondering, what was the communication between them that night? What happened? When did they stop communicating with each other that night? Because she says, right, in the beginning of the interview, that she was most friends with Xana Kernodle. That's what she says. So I would expect to I'd like to know, what their communication frequency is. Do they text each other every single day of the week? A lot? You know what I'm saying? And if there's, I'd want to know what the messaging communication history was for that evening, and what the normal rate of that would be if they're good friends. I don't know. But yet, all of a sudden, though, we're going home with Dylan Mortensen, right? Which is interesting. We're going home, though, with Dylan Mortensen to the house. But up until this point, right? Up until this point in the interview, this is very peculiar to me. Up until this point in the interview, we would have no idea that Lakeland or Dylan would be that good of friends with each other. I would have no idea about that. But all of a sudden, they're going home. She's going home with Dylan Mortensen, But all the way up until the point in this interview, I would have never guessed that Dylan and Lakeland here were like that close of friends. I would have never thought that. I was thinking that she was more friends with Xana Kernodle, because that's the way she really made it fucking seem. But all of a sudden, we're going home with Dylan Mortensen, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that they were fucking friends up until this fucking point in the interview, right? Which is odd. But anyway, just nitpicking there, but that's the way I'm interpreting this. All the while in this interview, you know who I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about Xana and Ethan, because that's who she was friends with, according to her. But then all of a sudden it switches to, well, I'm going home with Dylan Mortensen. I'm going back to the King Roadhouse. But then it's all of a sudden like it's a strange shift here. So I don't understand that. I do not understand that. And I think the more we go on with this broad, I think it's stranger's going to get here. In terms of, well, wait a minute, if you're better friends, or you're more friendly, or friends with Xana and Ethan, well, how comes, I don't know, like, I don't know. We'll see how this carries on here, but yeah. Yeah. It shall be interesting. Yes, it shall. Yes, it shall. Quick break, and then we wrap it up. We're still the greatest of all time. We still the greatest. So ain't no rust on me, baby. Ain't no rust on me, baby. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Well, it was a Saturday. But what do you think about this, though? What do you think about it? She was there quite often, according to her. An interloper? What do you mean by that, Seattle Rain interloper? What do you mean, interloper? I am paying attention. Interloper. It's odd. Odd. How did they just end up? I don't know. It's just odd. I guess the setup is odd. It's just odd. It's like, oh, I had no idea that they're close friends where they're hanging out together at their house. It's weird. Maybe. Maybe. Something. I don't know. I don't know how to say. Maybe. It's just odd behavior. I don't know. We shall see. Yes, we shall. I don't know. We'll see.
Started making popcorn.
All right, let's go a little bit more. We'll go. All right.
With Murphy while I was making popcorn.
You're
And then
playing with Murphy?
after the popcorn was done, we went into the living room and started watching The Vampire Diaries. And that's all we did the entire time I was there.
Okay.
Were you guys all pretty engaged? Like, were you watching Vampire Diaries? Was it like kind of chat while you're doing it? Were you guys all like playing on your phones, or just kind of just to kind of go over that with me?
I mean, I think we were like, I was like texting people a little bit while watching the movie. We weren't really talking. It would just be like something small. And I took a few pictures while we were on the couch. Like, I took some videos of the Vampire Diaries, like zooming in on a certain scene. And then I have a couple selfies with on the couch.
Okay. I kind of jumped over something I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
When you guys got to the home, just so I'm clear here, and I know I'm kind of beating a dead horse, but when you guys got to 1122 King, to your knowledge, there was nobody inside.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, nobody there.
What door did you guys go through to get in the house?
The one with the keypad.
All right. And did you know the key code?
I did know it. Yes.
All right. When you guys went into the house, is it typical for you guys to shut the door behind you when you go inside?
Yes.
And when you guys are home, hey, well, I know it's not your home, of course, but like when you're all there hanging out and whatnot, do you guys typically keep the doors locked? Are you pretty secure, or is it kind of like, hey, this is a no? Like, a lot of people kind of come and go, and it's open to come over here, have a few beers, or make a drink or something. Or what's kind of the vibe when you're there?
Yeah. So I know there is a few people that do have the door code. And with the sliding door, like every time I've been over, it's been unlocked.
So the slider's typically unlocked, and the front door it locks behind you, right? A door like that?
Yes, it locks behind you.
Okay. Do you know who all has the front key code?
I'm not sure who all has it. Zana gave it to me a couple weeks ago, just so I could let myself in, but I don't know who all has it.
Okay. And how long were you there watching movies? About what time did you leave?
So the last photo that I took there, the timestamp was 1:33 a.m. and then I have a picture of me at where I live at 2:19 a.m.
When you left there and went to, when you left 1122 King, where'd you go from there?
I walked to
and that's your sorority?
Yes, and I live inside the sorority.
Okay, so that's...
Yeah.
And you went there on foot?
Yes.
How long does it take you to walk from the King Road address to your sorority?
Roughly about like 15 minutes.
Okay. And so just kind of going off these timestamps and doing some rudimentary mathematics here.
Yeah, I bet.
Of you back at your sororities at 2:19 in the morning. It takes about 15 minutes. So would you think you might have left around 2 from King?
Yes.
Okay. And I know we're not like trying to get it down to I'm just trying to get as close as we can kind of figure out to that. And
yeah.
Okay. And so the whole time you were there, did anybody else arrive home, or were you aware of anybody else in the house?
No, I wasn't aware of anyone else being home.
Okay. Whose dog is Murphy?
That would be Kaylee's dog.
So Murph seems kind of like a friendly pup. Is he pretty used to a lot of people coming over, and how is he with strangers?
Yeah, he's pretty he's a really sweet dog. I've never really heard him like bark or anything before, and typically when there's a lot of people over, he's usually put away, I'm assuming, in Kaylee's room.
You know, it's
but he's
interesting,
not
guys.
running around.
It's interesting. Oh, and we're gonna leave it here. We're gonna leave it here. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna leave it here. I'm just gonna. Where's my pen? Okay. So, little interesting thing for me. I'm just gonna. Well, that would be 25 minutes. That'd be 25 minutes. So anyway, all right. So I'm just gonna. It's still burning. All right, guys, hang on. So, yeah, right. Or so, give or take. Right. But this doesn't make any sense. All right. Yeah, we should go and what should we go out on? Love? Something. Oh yeah, I was gonna go out on this side. I'll show you what I was gonna show you. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, of course, I do like it, Joseph. I think. All right, my loves. Well, lot of things to ponder. I love you. I hope you like this one, loves. I'm so happy for you to be here, my loves. Well, we have to go. There's so many questions. Hunter Johnson. Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. This is what I want to show you. I wanted to show you 134 to 159. Lakeland, originally, she says she leaves, it was around 1:33 a.m. in the morning. She left the house, 1:34 to 1:59, right? 2 a.m.-ish, Kaylee, Maddie get home, right? But here's the problem. So, anyway, conspiracy mud. However, the cops, MPD right there that you just saw, what they did was they pushed her timeline out to 2 o'clock in the morning. But her original timeline was 1:33. However, in their suggestions and questioning of her, she said, it's probably possible that I didn't leave until 2 o'clock in the morning. So that's her second timeline here when she said 1:33. That's her original timeline. But they pushed it out to 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that's when I left. Right? Right. That's a problem, though. Moscow. So there's a couple things I'm thinking here with this, right? Either Moscow's that dumb where they wanted to forget about this time gap, and we just shoot right to 2 o'clock in the morning for some reason. Forget this. Or then I started thinking, well, wait a minute. This time gap of 1:34 a.m. to 1:59 a.m., well, you know what? That's a very important time gap. 25 minutes. There's 25 minutes right there. 25 minutes. 2 a.m. is a dark hour. 2 a.m. is a dark hour. Blah, blah, blah. Remember that? This actually, if oh man, I'll tell you what. This 25 minutes here now, we could say we're playing in mud here. We could say this is the mud. This could be the mud. But now I'm starting to think that this 25-minute gap here, extremely important. Yes, definitely. Now I'm starting to think something absolutely happened between 1:34:05 and 1:56. Something. Yep, absolutely. And not only that, but it happens before Maddie and Kaylee get home to the house, which fits. Yeah. It makes no sense for Lakeland to leave the house at 2 o'clock in the morning. She would run into them, most likely. Not only that, but again, there's no Ethan and no Xana. No Ethan, no Xana at 2 o'clock in the morning. So that's not good. So I don't know if Moscow didn't realize that, or they purposely cut this time period out for some reason. So I don't know here. The point is to have Lakeland leave the house at 2 o'clock in the morning. That is way worse. That is way worse. Because now, again, we're stretching I don't know why they're doing this. You're saying, okay, nobody has seen Xan and Ethan. At least up until 2 o'clock in the morning. And that's when all the other people came home, and none of the other people, Kaylee or Maddie, and nobody ever mentions when Xana and Ethan come home. See? And so, for Moscow, in my mind, that would be really stupid to keep shining a flashlight on that fact that nobody's seen him. Not even Lakeland McCombs. However, Lakeland McCombs has an out if you say, if she leaves at 1:33 in the morning, well, she has an out. Because you could say, well, maybe Xan and Ethan, maybe they went home in between that time frame. And that's why she never saw him. That's why she never saw them. Because she left about 5 to 10 minutes before they got home. But that's not what Moscow wanted to do here. See? It's better for Moscow to stick to the 1:33 a.m. time. That's actually better. But they don't They didn't do that. They don't do that. They got Lakeland to say, you know what? It's more possible I left the house at 2:00 in the morning, which to me is even worse. Why? Because you still cannot say, well, where's Xana and Ethan? Where are they? You were there at 2:00 in the morning, and she keeps saying there's nobody else that was home as far as I know. So that's not good. I don't know here, but that 25-minute window there now to me is extremely important. So, yeah. Or else Moscow's just that dumb. But I would not want to speed that timeline up. No way. But again, that's not how this turned out. You know? But that's a huge problem to me. In this case, that's always going to be a huge problem. Because they were killed, in my opinion, they were killed before. Anyway, we'll get back to her. Yes, indeed. All right, guys. Well, time to go. I love you. I hope it was a good Saturday night. But we shall depart. My God, and the greatest of all time. Absolutely. We drift off into great sleep for the evening, All right, my loves, we go this way. We go this way in a dreamscape. And this is how we're going to go. This is the absolute way how we're going to go. So, yes, until tomorrow, my loves. Until tomorrow, my babies. And laws, lads, and do's, of course. Here we go. Like, well, fuck off, man. Fuck off, man. Fuck off, man. Fuck off. All right, babies. Good night, loves. I love you.